The moment this story surfaced, it carried a quiet gravity that felt instantly recognizable to anyone paying attention. It wasn't driven by outrage, controversy, or spectacle. Instead, curiosity spread faster than explanation, because something subtle, almost poetic, had unfolded. A simple scene, yet one that reverberated beyond its apparent simplicity. A child growing up in the orbit of one of the most influential technology figures of our time, interacting naturally with artificial intelligence. There were no dramatic announcements, no carefully staged demonstrations, no keynote speeches or bold predictions about the future. There was only the gentle unfolding of everyday life, quietly remarkable in its normalcy. And yet, almost immediately, the internet leaned forward. People paused, they watched, they rewatched, and then they began asking questions that extended far beyond the moment itself. At its core, the idea felt inevitable. A new generation encountering the tools that define its era, guided directly or indirectly by those who helped create them. Of course, the child of a tech visionary would encounter advanced technology early. Of course, curiosity would ignite exploration. But when the parent in question is Elon Musk, a name layered with innovation, ambition, controversy, and cultural weight, even the smallest glimpse becomes magnified. What might have been an ordinary family moment in another household suddenly felt like a quiet window into the future.
This was not merely a child using software. To many observers, it symbolized something larger: the convergence of family, technology, and humanity's evolving relationship with intelligent systems. The moment felt intimate yet public, personal yet symbolic. And because of that duality, meaning rushed in to fill the silence. According to available information, the interaction wasn't framed as a statement or milestone. It appeared casual, almost incidental, the kind of everyday moment that likely felt unremarkable inside a household deeply embedded in technological development. But once it entered the public sphere, the internet did what it always does. It amplified, it analyzed, it assigned narrative. Some viewers saw inspiration. Others responded with thoughtful caution. Many felt quiet fascination. What stood out most was a shared realization: artificial intelligence is no longer confined to labs, boardrooms, or abstract future debates. It is present in daily life. It lives on phones, tablets, laptops, and now, unmistakably, within family spaces. This was not science fiction. It was familiarity. On the surface, the reaction carried awe. People imagined what it must be like to grow up with tools that many adults are still learning to understand. What kind of intuition develops when interaction with AI begins early? How might it shape creativity, confidence, and problem solving? Does early exposure empower, or does it risk dependence? These questions surfaced organically, reflecting curiosity rather than fear. Beneath the awe was reflection. If a child can interact comfortably with advanced systems, what does that say about the pace of technological change? Only a few decades ago, computers felt intimidating. The internet was experimental. Smartphones were unimaginable. Now, artificial intelligence speaks conversationally, adapts in real time, and feels intuitive, even to those who cannot explain how it works. The speed of change suddenly felt real.
As speculation intensified, measured voices urged restraint. There was no evidence of anything extraordinary or engineered. This was not a hidden experiment or a carefully designed demonstration. It was exploration. Yet symbolism doesn't require intent. Moments become symbols because people need them to be, especially during periods of transition. And this moment arrived while society is still negotiating its relationship with artificial intelligence. For advocates of progress, it represented continuity, curiosity passing from one generation to the next, a reminder that innovation does not exist in isolation, but within families, values, and everyday life. Technology is not born in a vacuum, it grows alongside human experience. To these observers, the interaction symbolized hope, a future where children are not intimidated by complex tools, but empowered by them, where learning feels natural rather than forced, and curiosity meets responsive systems instead of rigid barriers. For more cautious voices, the moment raised equally important questions. How early is too early? What guidance should accompany powerful tools? How do we balance wonder with responsibility when young minds engage with systems capable of shaping thought and perception? These weren't accusations, they were reflections, evidence of a society learning to mature alongside its creations. Elon Musk himself has long spoken about artificial intelligence with a mix of optimism and warning. He has described it as one of humanity's most powerful inventions, capable of extraordinary benefit, yet demanding careful oversight. That context shaped interpretation. People didn't see recklessness. Instead, they saw a moment unfolding within a family deeply aware of both promise and risk. The conversation felt different, less outrage, fewer extreme conclusions, more nuance. That alone made the moment notable. It suggested that discussions around artificial intelligence, while still emotionally charged, are slowly growing more thoughtful. What truly anchored the story was its relatability. Strip away the famous name, and the scene becomes familiar. A child discovering something new, a parent nearby, guiding, observing, or simply allowing curiosity to unfold. Parents around the world recognized versions of this moment in their own homes. A child asking questions of a smartphone, experimenting with a tablet, talking to digital assistants, exploring apps that respond intelligently. The experience felt shared. That relatability transformed what could have been celebrity news into a cultural conversation. It became less about Elon Musk and more about how families everywhere are navigating a rapidly changing digital landscape.
Parents are no longer asking whether technology will be part of their children's lives. That question has already been answered. Instead, they are asking how it should be introduced, explained, and contextualized. Comfort does not equal comprehension. But comfort matters. It lowers barriers, encourages exploration, builds confidence. At the same time, it demands mentorship. Curiosity must be paired with critical thinking, ethical awareness, and context. Another layer emerged as discussions continued. Some observers questioned how early emotional familiarity with AI might shape future relationships. AI is no longer just mechanical. It speaks, listens, and adapts. It simulates understanding. When technology feels relational, people respond differently. They assign trust. They form attachment. Seeing a child engage so naturally with AI made this shift feel real. Gradually, attention softened, but the themes lingered. Experts emphasized that early exposure can be beneficial when guided responsibly. Analysts noted that such moments help normalize AI, reducing fear while encouraging dialogue. Yet the story endured not because of spectacle, but because of substance. It wasn't about celebrity. It wasn't about a product. It was about identity, progress, and the world children are inheriting. At its heart, the story carried quiet emotion. Parents everywhere wonder what kind of future their children will face. More creative, more automated, more connected, more complex. Seeing a child engage confidently with advanced technology evokes pride, hope, and unease all at once. That emotional mix is universal. Across the globe, similar narratives are unfolding. In homes, classrooms, and even playgrounds, children are interacting with technology that previous generations could only imagine. Whether it's learning coding basics on a tablet, experimenting with virtual reality, or asking questions to AI assistants, these experiences shape cognitive frameworks in ways that are still being understood. The tools children interact with now will become extensions of their thought processes, shaping how they solve problems, communicate, and imagine possibilities. The implications extend beyond families. Society at large is being asked to reconsider the nature of learning, creativity, and expertise. If children grow up thinking in tandem with AI, what skills will define the next generation? How will intuition and judgment evolve when decision-making can be augmented by systems that process information faster than any human brain? These questions are not futuristic. They are here now, quietly reshaping classrooms, workplaces, and homes.
And yet, the most striking aspect of the Musk story is not technological, but human. It reminds us that the heart of innovation is curiosity. The child's interaction with AI, casual as it seemed, reflects a natural human impulse, the desire to explore, question, and understand. That impulse does not need publicity or fanfare. It is inherently powerful. By witnessing it in a family context, the public was offered both a mirror and a lens. A mirror reflecting their own experiences with children and technology, and a lens suggesting what might be possible when curiosity meets opportunity.
Ultimately, artificial intelligence remains a tool, powerful, but shaped by human values. A child's interaction with it does not define destiny. It represents a moment, a snapshot of curiosity meeting capability. The future doesn't arrive in dramatic leaps. It unfolds quietly in everyday interactions that often go unnoticed. And sometimes, all it takes is one shared glimpse to remind us the future isn't coming, it's already here, learning, adapting, and growing alongside us.